Good morning. How is everyone today? I want to try to get this bed, all the fab done, at least the fabrication part of it. I can do the welding and everything after that's done. Been doing a lot of thinking over the course of the last 7 days. And I grabbed that out of the same bed that I pulled that out of. I cannot find my original tubs for the 60 to 66, so this will have to do. First thing I got to do is get these squared up so the tailgate fits a little bit better, and you can see it's all whopper jawed. Get that taken care of. I'm going to slide the bed back. That front cross rail is kind of rough. I did find in my storage a brand new one. Actually, no, it's not a brand new one, but it's been sandblasted and epoxied. I'm gonna change that front cross rail out, get it in position where I want it, and then square the floor up. If possible, I'm gonna try to take some of that floor to continue over. Hopefully I've got enough to do that. If not, I'll just make the pieces, but I'm gonna get everything tacked together at minimum. Once I do that, all it is welding, grinding, and body work. The bed will be done. I've got to shim the front of the cab and the nose up, probably raise that up about 1/4 inch, and that'll close this gap up better. And I think all of that'll be secured. Once I get the bed ready for weld and body work, I'm going to take it off, stand it up, and do all the welding, grinding, all that stuff, and then I'm going to take it over and have it blasted, clean the rest of that up, kind of freshen up this stuff. And while it's over there, I'll finish up stuff up here. I'm going to keep right on a rolling with this thing. I got to get it done. Feeling lazy today. I grabbed my stool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Find something to hook this to. I don't know if that'll be enough to pull it or not. Let's see. It's closed. Well, there we are. I already put my work glasses on, even though I can't see through them from all the weld splatter. Still just a little bit of paint in there. It'll burn. Get it hot enough, it'll burn. Make sure it's still square. Actually, it's pulled in just a little. Right on the money. There we go. That looks pretty darn good right there. This side's going to be fun too. Can't get into the crevice. To get all the paint. These beds are crazy. Everything's bolted together on these beds. So over time, as the bolts either loosen up or the wood compresses and it loosens the bolts, whatever, the whole beds move around on these trucks like crazy. But yet these are welded in. All right. Making popcorn. I hate popcorn. Stuff's nasty. How can anybody eat that stuff? It's like eating little chunks of cardboard. $68.5. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess I need to get a couple tacks on the front because I'm not going to get an accurate measurement. Enough so I can get a good tack on it. See, if I push these in, it'll be flat up against this inner panel, which will make this square this way. So, I get those tacked together and then I'll make sure it's squared this way. Check that out. Now, I believe the front of these beds are just a touch narrower or wider, I can't remember. 68 3/8. $68.5. Very close. It's close. Let's see what we got this way. In the pocket. 98 3/4. Three-eighths of an inch out. If I even moved it yet. Come on now. $98 1/4. Need 1/8 inch more. Come on. All right. I think, well, that'll hold that squared this way. That's welded to keep it squared that way. This is welded to keep it squared this way. I'm going to pop that strap off there, move this floor out of the way so I can change this front cross member. See if I can't hold. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see, I spaced that up 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Gonna have a little modifications there, but it won't be bad. Okay, explain something here a little bit. This needs to be 3/4 of an inch taller to hold that bed stable at the right height. So I just took and cut a piece of this channel 3/4 of an inch longer. I'm gonna weld it on like that right there. And then I'm gonna drill my hole down through. Okay, now to get that hole drilled all the way through. Get a nut on there. Alright, I'll get those plug welded, ground smooth. When I go to weld the floor on this, these holes come up underneath and plug weld it right to the floor, and I have no bolts showing on top. I like it. Okay, now that I've got it set back down on there, I got to double check, make sure it's still square. Come on. Get in the hole. Now that it's not holding, I can move it. It didn't move. Man, this tape and me are going to go round and round. Okay, this tape's a little bit stiffer. Let's see what it'll do. I got it. 98 and a half. .98 and 7/16. That's close enough. Let's see what it looks like down here. One of the 3.5. I don't know, every time I go this direction, it don't want to stick. 103. Okay. It's square. Wherever that cross member came from, it must have been a hog farm or something, because every time I go to weld to it, it smells like hog poop. Okay, I've got to do the same thing to the bolts in the rear. Alright. Get you out of my way here. These bolts here, I need to zip the heads off. Get them welded in just like I did up there, because I don't want any bolts, none of the bolt heads sticking through the top. Went and got me another bag. Okay. Those bolts are welded in. And nuts are back on. I'm going to jump up here and snug these two. Yeah, this is going to work out really nice. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get these mounted here. Go ahead and get these widened. That way when I go in there, it centers itself. And then all I have to do is continue to tub over. So I'm going to grind this up so I have a place to spot it down. Okay, so now I got these pieces up here. I need 72 inches from the inside wall to inside wall. Here, I have only got 64 inches. So that's, what, 8 inches? All right. So it'd be 4 inches on each side. Let's see. Right there is 4 inches. So slide that up like that right there. Get me a clamp. That's good. A little bit in shipping. I'm going to reject this order. All right. So I need, let's see what that did right there. All right, I'm going to get clamp on this side. I'm gonna have to straighten that before long. Okay. My camera went to time lapse. I cut the floor out of square when I took it out of the bed, so I gotta square it back up here. Move this out. Much better. Much better. Right on the money. Crazy how that angle changed my measurement 3/4 of an inch. Insane. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, I am going to set this up here like this. I'm going to split this off, cut it here, and then I'm going to cut this because the outside edge of this one is pretty rough. Pretty. Actually, this one, I should cut it down here because that is all bad. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'm going to weld it solid, so it don't matter. Okay, so this one, I'll cut that off right there. Get this piece out of the way and just weld that whole thing on. Where'd my other one go? Oh. This one, you know what? I'll just do the same thing over here. See where we're at right there. Yep. All right, I'll bring you back. All right, now get this tacked in place. Almost forgot it was late model floor. Really thin. Ow! Okay. Let's get a measurement now. Should be, let's see, I made that a 1/2 inch overall small. That way I had a little wiggle room. Should be 35 3/4, right? Look at that, 35 3/4. Awesome. Now, right there, I put some holes so I can plug weld it back to that brace. I gotta cut this off, plug weld that, clean the edge up, and put a notch to go around that back corner. Perfect. Gonna be fun getting it up in there. Gotta learn to walk. It's alright, I'm used to doing crap all by myself. See? Not gonna get it above that. Okay. Move this. Right there. Okay. That looks good. Now to get it centered up and tacked in place. Okay. Come up here and get a measurement. Okay. Right there. I like it. Walk up here, get this pushed down all the way. I drilled some holes in the front of this bed so I could have something to just to get it plugged down. Okay, bed floor is tacked in place. Stupid recycled material. All right. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. Okay, now up here I need to get a piece to fill this in all the way over to the side, get it tacked in there, and then I can build the wheel tubs. It's starting to look like a bed. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I got my filler pieces cut out. Let's get this tacked in place here. will work just fine. Now, you have to figure this out. Well, you know it's the same width. Okay. Let's make this come on. If I cut, the sheets are 48 inches. If I cut it, say, $17 and a half. 17 and a half inches. I leave it 48 inches. That'll give me an inch and a half down right here for strength. I like it. Okay, so 17 and a half, a 48. Gonna mark the center here. Okay. Now, That'll be close enough. You gotta put it in the right direction now. Push that down. Let's start cooking. I think that'll work out just fine. Man, that looks good. At least I think so. What do you guys think? I think that'll serve the purpose. Still got a lot of littles to do, like little corners like this, but I don't want to do that on the truck. I'm gonna wait until I stand it up on the floor so I can get on the inside and cut and coat, tap it around, get that done, especially with these tires in here. I was half afraid to do the cutting with the tires that close. They're not really all that close. I've got about 6 inches in between the top of the tire and the, but I don't know. I don't want to take a risk. I think it looks pretty darn good myself. Now back here, what I'll do, I'll come in and weld in between all these, and I'll take that torch and just heat this corner and just tap it around, and it'll roll it right down into it. The front, I took my ratchet strap and tacked it on there and pulled it tight. That'll get stitched across. Once I get it off the truck, I'm going to come underneath and trim that off, because it isn't, you know, that lip goes underneath the wood. So I got about 1 inch in there. I don't want anything that'll catch all the burnt rubber and debris. What do you think? I'm happy with it. Overall, there's a couple areas I need to, like, I don't like this, but I can fix it. I might pull a bad Chad and get the coat hangers out. I gotta pull this up. I couldn't reach in there and get it. So once I get it off there, I can push it and get it tacked on there. I don't know. I like it. Not bad for a weekend. So, other than welding it all up and a little bit of odds and ends, I'm going to shave these pockets, get rid of them. Other than welding and grinding, I'm going to say the bed, get this off there and weld them up. We'll be ready for sandblast, and I can get it finished up under paint, ready to go. I have to pick up the pivots that bolt in here, either that or find them somewhere in my storage. I'm not sure if I ever had any. Get my tailgate and the bed ready for paint, and I'll be happy. I got to get back on the front end. I'm marked where I got to cut my firewall. That shouldn't take all that long. I've done that a couple times now. The Blue Mule, and I went out to Omaha, Nebraska, and did the fab on one of these trucks. All the rockers, cab corners, floorboards, cab supports, inner rockers, all that stuff. And he bought a set of these hinges off of me and wanted me to put them in while I was there. So I cut those in for him. Other than those hoods being so heavy, he'd be using it. He don't have any shocks or nothing, and I fought and fought and fought to get the shocks for the Blue Mule. They don't open as far as I would like, but they do hold the hood up. It makes it easier to open and close. This one's a fiberglass hood. I'm not worried about it. That hood's so light, it's unreal. I'm gonna put a prop somewhere in here to where when I lift it up, I can prop the hood open. Well, I think I'm gonna get out of here for the day. It looks like a pretty decent day, so I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know.